In this CPD drop, we are talking about something that matters to every one of you, your future. Whether you're thinking about college, university, apprenticeships, or jumping into your first job, the world of work is changing fast, and so is the way we prepare for it. That's where AI comes in, not as a replacement for your effort or decisions, but as a powerful personal assistant, a critical friend, something that's there to help you and guide you every step of the way.
Not sure what you want to do yet? Don't worry, most of us don't. But AI can help you explore different job roles in different industries and future career paths based on your interests, your qualifications and your aspirations. It can tell you what qualifications or skill sets you'll need and how to go about getting them. That could include work experience, job sharing or shadowing other people in industry. It can also share what a realistic day in the life in that role might be, show you salary expectation, growth trends and alternative paths to the same field. This kind of career intelligence used to be really hard to access in the domain of career specialists and meetings, but now it's accessible online via a few prompts. Having an AI in the form of a large language model is like having a personal or professional tutor in your pocket. Imagine having access to your teachers 24/7. You can break down complex tasks into manageable explanations, test your knowledge with quizzes and flashcards, help recommend revision and track your goals. It can also recommend resources, videos or reading that match your learning style when you go on to higher education. All of those things are accessible now really easily. So it's like having a tutor, a teacher, a researcher in your pocket 24/7 all the time to future-proof you, your CV and your future aspirations. Here are some practical classroom activities you can do with students in the post-16 setting to get them ready for their next steps. Practicing difficult conversations with an AI. Difficult dialogue simulator. Use AI like a chatbot like ChatGPT or Character AI to build in a scenario that helps resolve conflict with a colleague. This can be purely imaginatory. It doesn't have to be real, which removes the stress and anxiety of real-world situations. Students write a script, then they practice it in pairs or small groups, role-playing both roles, having a difficult conversation and the person being spoken to. This helps them reflect on what made it difficult. What language was used, what was the emotional tone, and what was the outcome of this particular conversation. Really great way to prepare students for difficult conversations, which, let's face it, happen in the world of work. The next activity you can try with your students is using AI as reflection prompts, so building emotional intelligence, EI, through journaling. You might think this is a curious practice, but it's actually really effective, particularly for students who struggle to articulate their ideas. Sometimes they can use AI to journal and to sort of jot down their thoughts and their anxieties about maybe leaving school. What careers are there, sort of what salaries, how much will they earn, where will they live, will they need to move away from home? All of these things that students grapple with all the time, they can use AI to support them. And they can keep a weekly journal tracking moments they felt frustrated, excited, challenged or proud, and maybe landmark significant moments throughout their journey. So when they've completed their UCAS application, when they've sent it off, when they've visited universities. So it can be used very effectively as a journaling tool. Okay. And the last two activities are my personal favourites, particularly great to do with students who are sort of 40 and upwards and thinking about their future progression into higher education, university or the world of work. What we can do here is we can do two things. First of all, we can create and customise a CV for the year 2030, looking at the future of jobs. A really fun task. Kids love to do this, thinking about the future. What sort of jobs are going to exist? Will there be a sustainability consultant for green economy? Or an AI ethicist that goes around and decides what's ethical in terms of practice and use, or maybe a mixed reality content designer. Some of these jobs already exist, but by getting imaginative and creative, you can really create some cool roles, and AI is fantastic at doing this, and kids have a lot of fun doing it. They can also use, in the same activity, they can use AI to help them draft a tailored CV bespoke to that role, that imaginary role that you've created with them through Gen AI. And they can also identify transferable skills that they might already have to this current role and justify why they think these roles in the future might be important. So really fun activity. I promise it's really good, it's engaging and kids will love it. Give it a go. And the last one, I suppose, is my favourite personally, using apps like Notebook LM to create podcasts. And students have the potential here to actually interview CEOs, company bosses, through AI. And what they do is they write the script, they write the questions, and they also then research the company and come up with probable answers, write the probable answers down, and then they can record their voice speaking to the AI script. And they can even record famous voices speaking it back, which is transformative in the classroom and really brings careers education to life, because they think they're interviewing and engaging with a real life CEO. They're obviously not, but the practice is so important, because then when they go to work for that company, they'll know more about them, they would have researched, and they'll have an idea of how to conduct themselves in an interview stroke podcast scenario, which is really, really good for their skills and knowledge. That's the final edition of the 5-minute CPD drops. I hope you enjoyed it and you took some information away for all 5 drops. It was a collaboration between STEM Learning and the Good Future Foundation. And we got a group of primary and secondary school teachers together, and we really went into depth about how this new technology, artificial intelligence, is being used in both settings. The research findings from the focus group interviews and the transcripts have essentially shaped this mini-series of CPD drops. And from this, you'll be able to get some rich insights on how to prepare your students for the world of tomorrow. That world is going to involve artificial intelligence. We hope you enjoyed the series. See you soon.